Kelly Rowland is an American singer, actress, and television personality. She rose to fame in the late 1990s as a member of Destiny's Child, one of the world's best-selling girl groups. Born February 11, 1981, age 43 years, Atlanta, Georgia, United States. Spouse, Tim Weatherspoon, M. 2014. Parents, Doris Rowland Garrison, Christopher Lovett. Siblings, Orlando Rowland. Awards, full list. Kelly Rowland net worth $12 million. Early life. Calendria Trine Rowland was born on February 11, 1981, in Atlanta, Georgia. She is the daughter of Doris Rowland Garrison, December 6, 1947 to December 2, 2014, and Christopher Lovett. She has an older brother named Orlando. When Rowland was 6, her mother left her father, who was an abusive alcoholic and suffered post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, from serving in the Vietnam War, and Rowland went with her. When Rowland was 7 or 8, her family relocated to Houston, where at some point she moved in with fellow Destiny's Child member Beyoncé, referring to Beyoncé's mother Tina Knowles as Mama T. Circa the early 1990s, Rowland joined Beyoncé, Tamar Davis and Latavia Roberson in the girl group Girls' Tyme. Girls' Tyme competed on the nationally televised talent show Star Search, but lost the competition to Skeleton Crew. Beyoncé's father Matthew Knowles reduced the sextet lineup to a quartet, adding LaToya Luckett, and began managing the group. In 1995, they signed with Elektra Records, who dropped them months later. Dwayne Wiggins then began working with the group, and they were briefly signed to his label. The group went through several name changes, including The Dolls, Something Fresh, Cliché, and Destiny before deciding upon a final moniker. Under the name Destiny's Child, the group was picked up by Columbia Records. They continued performing as an opening act for other established R&B groups of the time, such as SWV, Dru Hill, and Immature. Career. 1997 to 2001, Destiny's Child. Taken from a passage in the biblical book of Isaiah, the group changed their name to Destiny's Child after signing to Columbia Records in 1997. That same year, Destiny's Child recorded their major label debut song, Killing Time, for the soundtrack to the 1997 film Men in Black. Later that year, the group released their debut single, No, 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 and the following year, they released their self-titled debut album. The album established the group as a viable act in the music industry, amassing moderate sales and winning the group 3 Soul Train Lady of Soul awards. The group rose to fame after releasing their multi-platinum second album The Writings on the Wall in 1999. The album featured some of the group's most widely known songs such as Bills, 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 Jumpin' Jumpin' and Say My Name, which became their most successful song at the time and would remain as one of their signature songs. Say My Name won Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals and Best R&B Song at the 43rd Annual Grammy Awards. The Writings on the Wall sold more than 15 million copies worldwide, essentially becoming their breakthrough album. Destiny's Child performing their 2000 hit Say My Name during their farewell concert tour, Destiny Fulfilled. And Lovin' It. Along with their commercial successes, the group became entangled in much publicized turmoil involving the filing of a lawsuit by Luckett and Roberson for breach of contract. The issue was heightened after Michelle Williams and Farrah Franklin appeared in the video of Say My Name, implying that Luckett and Roberson had already been replaced. Fans soon learned Luckett and Roberson were dismissed from the group. Franklin would eventually quit the group after 5 months, as evidenced by her absences during promotional appearances and concerts. She attributed her departure to negative vibes in the group. After settling on their final lineup, the trio released Independent Women Part 1, which appeared on the soundtrack to the 2000 film, Charlie's Angels. It became their best charting single, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 11 consecutive weeks. The success cemented the new lineup and skyrocketed them to fame. That same year, Luckett and Roberson withdrew their case against their now former bandmates, while maintaining the suit against Matthew, which ended in both sides agreeing to stop public disparaging. Later that year, while Destiny's Child was completing their third album Survivor, Rowland appeared on the remix of Avant's single, Separated. Survivor, which channeled the turmoil the band underwent, spawned its lead single of the same name, which was a response to the experience. The song went on to win a Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals. The themes of Survivor, however, caused Luckett and Roberson to refile their lawsuit. The proceedings were eventually settled in June 2002. Meanwhile, the album was released in May 2001, debuting at number 1 on the US Billboard 200 with first-week sales of 663,000 copies sold. To date, Survivor has sold over 12 million copies worldwide, over 40% of which were sold in the US alone. The album also spawned the number 1 hit Bootylicious, on which Rowland sang lead vocals. Before releasing their remix album This Is the Remix in 2002, the group announced their temporary breakup to pursue solo projects. Personal life. In December 2013, Rowland announced her engagement to Tim Weatherspoon during an appearance on The Queen Latifah Show. They began dating circa 2009, after first meeting and becoming friends in the early 2000s, when they were introduced by singer Michelle Williams. They were married in Costa Rica on May 9, 2014, and have 2 sons together, born in 2014 and 2021. In June 2020, Rowland revealed she had reconciled with her estranged father, Christopher Levitt.